What's up, nerds? Lauren here from NerdCaliber.com, and I'm at the first ever BlerDCon located here in Washington, D.C. Today, we have a question of the convention. Why is BlerDCon relevant, and why do we need it in today's society? We're going to find out.
I was telling my friend, like, we need it, for lack of a better term, we need it for the weird black people. Like, we need to be able to feel comfortable in our own skin and have a community that reflects that perspective.
POCs in the cosplay world in general, you don't see them get as much attention as their white counterparts, let's be real. So these sort of events help highlight those people in the community and about their achievements and their goals and what they want to see more of. So it's a great way to really give more ideas to the community, as well as uplift people that maybe should be uplifted more than they currently are.
I really feel like people of color need equal representation in the cosplay community. Most cosplay models that you see don't really look like us, darker skin, curly hair, different features or whatnot, and I really think that, you know, our features are just as beautiful and we deserve to shine as well. So it's just really nice to put a spotlight on our culture.
We get some of the children that are they may not be able to go to other bigger conventions, and they can come here and they can see images that look like them. They can see artists that paint images that look like them, so that they can see that they are too relevant the same way if they were to go to a big convention.
It's a good way to celebrate that there are person of color cosplayers out there, and have a whole con for it, because a lot of times some people don't know they exist. Sometimes people kind of overlook them.
I like to think about it this way: whenever we make a book or a movie or anything like that, we need to represent life, because art has a history of representing life. Art imitates life. So if you could go to the grocery store and see a million different ethnicities, why not put that in your movies? Why not put that in your books? It's about showing what the real world has to offer, and ignoring the fact that there are people of color is whitewashing what we know to be real.
I'm from Hawaii, my children are Hawaiian, and I'm Hawaiian Chinese. And, you know, it was hard for us to really understand. Well, it was hard for my children. I grew up with my culture, and they didn't have that, you know. And then Moana came out, and they actually got to see it, right? You know, they got to see representation of where they came from and everything, and their people. And I feel, you know, like Polynesians, we need representation. Everybody else should be able to see people like themselves in the media and everywhere. You know, people need to feel beautiful, need to feel relevant.
I think the simple answer is we are part of this broader American community, and we're all walking and talking stories, and I don't think we get to tell enough stories of blerds, or for that matter, people, you know, people of color who love comics, or even if they don't love comics, their stories are not told often enough. And I think BlerDCon is one place, you know, we kind of bring together sort of this intense collection of stories.
We need BlerDCon because it shows the many faces of cosplay. Cosplaying is for everyone, of every gender, every size, every creed.
As an Asian Pacific Islander growing up, I didn't see much representation of myself in comics or in film, and what I've realized is that as a cosplayer, I have become the representation that I was looking for, and BlerDCon is an excellent opportunity to be surrounded by a lot of people. BlerDCon is very necessary to growing the cosplay community.
BlerDCon is like everyone's welcome. Every ethnicity, just come and have fun, and it's also giving a spotlight to the cosplayers that are, you know, just as good as anybody else, but maybe not getting the same kind of shine that is a little more easier for other people of different, you know, races and ethnicities to gain.
BlerDCon to me is bringing like a Caribbean cosplay convention to the US, because back in the Caribbean everybody is POC, and you know, I understand that in the US and in the UK, where she's from, that is not the case, like, at all, and we are severely underrepresented in the media as is. So to have a convention which is our own little personal space where we could feel kind of accepted and we don't really feel, you know, I guess, as the other, I think that is, you know, the strength and the pull of BlerDCon, and I really hope that this event could kind of grow and become bigger in the years to come.
BlerDCon will be back next year in 2018. Stay tuned. I'm Lauren with NerdCaliber.com here at BlerDCon 2017.